Welcome back to the Outlaw Ranch, y'all. As you can see here, I have my 5 foot by 10 foot sheet of 1/2 inch steel for the tabletop. I am currently cutting the legs for the 4 castors that I have here. Also cutting the caps for the legs so I can weld those castors onto. Getting this steel here caused some problems. My gantry crane got twisted and bent and it collapsed. I dropped that 1/2 inch sheet down on the concrete pretty hard. Looks like everything is going to be okay. Just did a little bit of damage, but not to that sheet. Here's the other thing that I just bent and broke here. You can see that head is twisted. You can see here that that bracket there snapped, and all I was doing was rolling the steel on it. So these rollers here just aren't up to the task. I do have one more, it's here. It hasn't bent or anything yet, but I'm sure it's coming. And that was just with this 3-inch by 3-inch 1/4 inch wall square tubing. It snapped that thing, and the screw, you know, it's got a set screw there. You can kind of see where it's pulled away there a little bit. So it collapsed that also. So we're just having some issues. We're going to get through it. Okay, we now have all 6 legs cut here for the table. We got all 6 of those plates. Sorry. 6 of those plates cut, so we can assemble our legs something similar like this. I'll tack the castors onto these plates here, and then we'll center those plates up on those legs. I did decide to do 6 legs, and the reason for that is I started getting concerned with the weight. This tabletop alone is somewhere between 1,000 pounds and 1,200 pounds. The 120 feet of tubing that I brought home, I want to say is about 1,200 pounds. Now, I did buy some extra, so I don't think all of it is going to get used. But that would bring this table here close to 2,000 pounds. And I started to get concerned with the weight that these castors would be carrying. So I think each caster was good for 750 pounds or something like that. So with the 4 of them, that would be 3,000 pounds. That would only give me about 1,000-ish pounds or so I could put actually on the table. And I don't know how much weight is going to end up on this table. So my dad had mentioned, you know, maybe I should look at 2 more. And you know what? When in doubt, build it stout. So I went ahead and added a couple more. Can't hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting these castors tacked onto those plates, and we'll come back in just a minute. Stand by. All right, so we got one here that's welded. Yeah, they look bad. And I'm sure that they're not as good as they should be. But I'm not a welder, so I've got 5 more to do. We'll keep plugging away at it. I don't think they can get any worse. So stand by. Okay, this is probably about all we're going to get done for the night. You can see I have all 6 of the castors. They're now welded to the plates here. Really struggling here. Part of the reason for this project was so that I could get a little better at welding. Thought this would be a good project to kind of get my feet wet and learn a little bit more about the welding before we get to the subframe on this truck, you know, where bad things can happen if I don't get it right. Well, the problem I'm having, I think, is fine-tuning my welder is one, but the biggest problem that I'm having is getting my hand rhythm and then my feet per second, like how fast I move my hand down the weld. Of course, some of these are better than others. None of them are very good. So please don't don't judge me on this. I'm not a welder. Don't know what else to do. I have some good friends that are welders. So if these things don't hold up or whatever, I could certainly have, buy them dinner or their favorite adult beverages, whatever it is, and they could probably come over and get me lined out and get this done right. It's kind of late. I think I'm just gonna sweep up, clean up the shop here a little bit, and so we're not tracking this metal in the house. That always sucks if you walk around barefoot. So anyways, I think that's it for the night. We'll catch y'all the next time we start doing something. Hopefully we can start getting these legs laid out on this table. We'll mark everything out and we'll start cutting the rest of the metal, maybe tacking it together. Anyways, catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All of that really helps. And again, I'm very humbled that anybody would watch this stuff. So I appreciate it, each and every one of you guys. Thank y'all. Catch you later.